20-year-old Courtney Tamagis was raised in New Jersey, and her father, Scott, is a well-respected, lifetime New Jersey cop who is now the police chief. But recently, when Courtney appeared on the We're All Insane podcast, she revealed a number of terrifying things from her past involving her father. Courtney revealed that from as far back as she could remember, which was 4 years old, her father, Police Chief Scott Tamagis, her neighbor, Kevin Slevin, and a number of other men ritualistically abused and tortured her while participating in satanic rituals. Courtney details that these rituals involved her and other children that she does not know being hauled out into the forest, where they were then forced to participate in satanic rituals, and her father and other men who were wearing masks would repeatedly assault her throughout those years. Courtney has now filed a lawsuit, and in that lawsuit, not only does she detail her father's practice of some twisted version of Satanism and her father's repeated physical violation of her body, but she also claims that she was tortured with fire and a number of animals were sacrificed for a highly esteemed police chief to receive accusations like this at this point in his life has got to shatter everyone's opinion of who he actually is. And while thus far Scott Tamagis has remained remarkably silent on this entire subject, many people that have heard Courtney's allegations have found it too outlandish to believe. But according to author and researcher Jane Borden, who recently authored a book, Cults Like Us, there are many, many cults alive and well and operating right under our noses here in the United States. And over the last 50 or 60 years, a number of them have come to light. None of us will soon forget this guy right here. In Los Angeles, the amount of cult practices and animal sacrifices has risen so high that they've had to pass a city ordinance banning animal sacrifice. With the increase in Caribbean and South American communities immigrating to our country over the last few years, satanic cults and animal sacrifices are on the rise.
We discovered 3 large black plastic bags containing a total of 25 decapitated and deceased animals. There were a few things that struck us immediately, that this was part of a ritual. It was abundantly obvious that it was an act of animal cruelty, that there was pain and suffering and torture involved here.
Sadly, this is yet another example of a child involved with an adult's religion. The adults involved use that spiritual practice as justification for abusing that child. And I've got nothing but respect for the courage of this young lady who stepped forward out of the shadows to speak her truth. And let's hope, if nothing else, that she receives the justice that she deserves.